Dark Trooper attack from the Mandalorian. I can't wait to build it either because I'm a big fan of this scene. It's got a few player features in as well. Pretty decent set. But yeah, I'm just gonna quietly build it. I'm here though, so if you wanna say anything like, if you're saying anything in the chat, I will see it, but I'll just be quietly building this now. We will be building the Scooby-Doo set soon as well. Just put some Christmas lights up.
But you start to see this happening. What happens is it starts taking far less effort to see increasing results. Right?
I think the way we're gonna do this, I've not built a Lego set in ages now. It's been a while. There's only 2 bags in this set. Got a little box. I think that's got Luke's cape in it, I'm not sure. Presume it has. It's gonna look nice on the Mandalorian shelf, this.
That might make you feel a couple of different ways. If you are in the struggle stage and you're hearing this, you might just think, oh, I don't want to hear another success story. You know, you're making millions of dollars, you're getting millions of views, you're not putting any effort into it. I don't want to hear that anymore.
I don't want to hear it, man.
Either brag or make you feel bad. I'm more saying that you hope that is what it's actually. Okay, that.
Oh, well, considering the last set I built was the Black Panther, that is hardly any pieces at all. Quite happy with that. It's not going to take long. Bit of late night Lego building. Why not? Have a look at these Dark Trooper heads. Oh, nice. I didn't expect them to have a headpiece like that. That's a dead nice headpiece, that, for the Dark Trooper. Looks a bit like the Falcon one. If you build a new Falcon one. Yeah. Let's build a Dark Trooper rapid. Look at them helmets, they're bad boy, them. If you can see them. I'm going to put my torch on and you can see it a bit better. Yeah, them helmets are sick. And the headpiece. Sick. Hi. Alright. Yeah, I'm a big fan of them. Got the chest piece. I'll check that out. Proper Darth Vader style. Oh yeah, let's get it built. Oh man, that is sick. I love the Dark Troopers. 3 of these in this set as well.
Maybe that's something you want to pick up and learn how to do. I mean, you can learn how to do anything.
That feels really weird, but it's gone on, yeah. Love that.
And start taking lessons.
Right, they look like Luke's legs. Not gonna lie. Walking 10K. I don't know. It could be anything. How to cook. How to bake. How to play golf. Oh, that's definitely the Dark Trooper legs.
Never done it before. Consider picking up a hobby.
Yeah.
And then you can document your journey in learning how to do that.
possibly one of my favourite
let's say guitar.
Star Wars figures
Guitar, you opened up the YouTube
this year that I've built
put your fingers on
in any set. That is sick. I really like the Dark Trooper.
make a video about it.
I'll put him somewhere where we can see him.
Other people out there who are probably
Let's get Luke built.
learning how to play guitar.
First Luke Skywalker minifigure.
Learn from an expert.
I lost my old set that I did. I had him in the Dagobah set. I'd say like 2018. But I've lost that set since.
But there you go.
Alright, which way is this going in now? Yes, sir. We've got a left. Oh, look at Luke's hand as well. That is sick. He's got the black hand there with a glove on. Obviously. Double-sided headpiece.
After your breakthrough, you're going to notice a shift in your identity. And you may just figure this out on your own. Or
I've not even opened the booklet. I'm just building the characters. It's so typical of me.
say, oh, you're a YouTuber. Or, I understand.
Hi, hello, Bella.
Whatever it is. It might
Bella
be
G.
something you know, it might be something just in the comments. I'd love to be a creator like you, right? However it happens to you, that shift in identity.
Okay, we build the gun.
Or
We need this cape.
like you want to be a YouTuber or a creator to actually be one. You're going to think like one. You're going to understand that you are a creator. And that's awesome. Like, congratulations. For me, I almost feel like that happened at the same time as I was breaking through. I started to see myself as a content creator. I had been doing it for several years on and off. I wasn't full time at it at that point. It only took a few more months before I was, and I started to create the back end stuff, the business.
Can't wait for the new film that's coming out soon.
Started to make
Next
money
year.
through AdSense, things like that. But again, that might not even be.
I've not done a live stream for a while, so just thought I'd do a little. I've not really built a Lego set since the Black Panther live stream that I did, but I just thought we'll get one done tonight, even if it's late.
This is totally something that you can do.
But yeah, Luke's looking at. I love that cape, you know. I like capes like that, proper fabric,
A lot of videos out there.
rather than a plastic cape. I'm sure I built a minifigure recently with a plastic cape. It's awful. Yeah, that's sick. Love that. Obviously, the nice hood. Now he looks way too happy there. We are not in a happy scene right now, mate. Yeah, absolutely love that Luke Skywalker figure. That's another one of my favourite Star Wars figures now.
I'd even go so far to say is YouTube is easier to be successful at today than it was a few years ago.
Aye.
Is easier now. Is there more competition? Sure.
And them legs, mate.
And there's competition from AI, but I don't even look
Awesome,
at that as
awesome figures.
all that competitive.
You get the gun built now.
But I'm not worried about not being able to be a creator.
Pretty simple.
I'm not worried about that at all. There's always going to be demand for people being real on the internet.
Is your Dark Trooper gun?
Helping other people out, right? Yes, AI is going to play in being helpful to people, but there's that.
Yeah, probably my top 3 minifigures from Star Wars in my whole collection. I reckon, I'm not gonna lie. Absolutely sick.
AI will never replace that, I don't believe.
I love how they've done that.
Plenty of opportunities.
They've got to be pretty decent on the Lego market, these. Such a sick fig. Wouldn't mind a jetpack with him. That'd be pretty nice.
To that I'll say, sure, there's more and more.
Anyway, let's get to building this thing now.
But there's also more and more people coming online and watching. Right? YouTube is more and more.
I need to get this Scooby-Doo set built as well. I've had it about 2 weeks now.
Everyday lives.
Paid a pretty penny for it as well.
Older people, in fact, the older generations are flocking to YouTube. I'd argue faster than the younger generations. The younger generations are being born and they're coming up.
2020 this set was made.
Older people who perhaps never even looked at YouTube before
Back. Right, you fall down then, sweet.
What you need to be concerned about is getting better at making videos. Okay? Making videos and staying within the lane too. Like making
Oh shit, my sticker sheet.
your audience will resonate with. I hope you found this helpful. My name is Rob. And
My name is Rob.
Videos like this to try to inspire you to create your own YouTube channels or to grow an existing one. And I also do live streams on Tuesdays. If you're interested, stop in, say hi, ask a question. Hopefully I can answer it. So yeah, my name is Rob. So if you're here, welcome. It's nice to meet you. If you're new, then welcome back. I appreciate the support. And that's it. I'll see you in another video.
Let's have a look, Kev. See what Amazon Black Friday deals we've got. Did a video myself recently on that. I don't want to knock my camera, I keep wobbling it.
That are on discount might be different. The sets that are available on Amazon might be different. I know in the US you can get the modulars on Amazon, you can't. In the UK they're exclusive to Lego and John Lewis, whereas in the UK they've got all of the Lord of the Rings stuff as Amazon exclusives, so that's not the case in the rest of the world. So it does vary. Make sure you check your local listing. But these are the sets, and as I said in the intro, a lot of it is the same old stuff, the Amazon exclusive stuff, and we see these products on these deals pretty much every time there's a Prime Day or a Black Friday sale. It's always the same 15% discount, and they know they don't need to.
You're not wrong, they just keep putting the same stuff on sale when it comes to Lego. I was waiting to buy something and I'm thinking of buying something that was standardly on offer anyway. What's going on here with this piece?
So by offering 15% off, they know they're giving you the best deal. So if you want to buy Rivendell in the run up to Christmas this year, the best way to do it, the only cheap way to do it, is to buy it through Amazon. And I've actually looked at Camel, which I encourage all of you to use. If you're not using Camel,
what's going on?
Basically, a long-term Amazon price tracker you can put in the set that you want to track, and it will show you what happens to the prices over time. And you can see that it is very much, with Rivendell at least, it's the lowest price it's ever been available for. Yeah, maybe when it retires, and whenever that may be, it might go a little bit lower, but at the moment, if you have been on the fence waiting for the deal on Rivendell, I'm afraid it's always the same deal. It's always this same 15% off. It's cheaper than Lego have ever sold it for. So this is your price if you're after Rivendell. The same with the grand piano. There were times in the early days of the grand piano, this is back 2021, 2022, before I think its base price was increased. I think back then its base price was around about $310, $315, whereas now it's $344.99. So it's had a price increase. So previously when it got discounted it went down a little bit lower, but certainly for the last 2 years the best you've ever got is a 15% discount off of that £344.99 retail price. It is a little bit cheeky from Amazon on this one, because if we look at it, you can see that they are listing it as 15% off, and this is another thing I warned you about in the video prepping you for Prime Day. All those videos are still on the channel, I urge you to go and watch them. But yeah, they're saying it's a 15% discount, which sounds like a pretty good deal, 344 down to 291. Doesn't tell the whole story, because for the last 6 months, the base price of this set is $324.99, not $344.99, although 344 is RRP. It's been a long time since they've actually charged that, so it's actually a smaller discount than the 15% off. It's still a discount,
but I'll buy minifigures.
You'll get it for. You won't find it
absolutely
for
sick.
less than £300. Even with Lego on double points, even if you can find it in stock with Lego, it does retire this year. So if you want it, this is the best price you're ever going to get it for now. It's never going to be available.
I've definitely done that wrong.
It retires, and this is the last sale that it's going to be on, and it's an Amazon and Lego exclusive, and Lego aren't putting it in the sale. So if you want it, this is your time. I do want it, but I am paying £300 for it. I've said all along, I need it to be down even lower than it was But 3-4 years ago, I needed like 200 quid, and it isn't ever going to be. So I've just made my peace with the fact that I'm never going to get it. But in addition to those, you've obviously got the other Lord of the Rings stuff as well. Barad Dûr is on there. You've got a lot of Star Trek stuff. A little something for the Trekkies. A lot of Star Wars stuff. You've got the TIE Interceptor has got the same standard 15% off. It's just what they do on the Amazon exclusives. They'll knock 15% off because they know it makes them unbeatable and they don't have to price match. What they do,
I've never used this piece before.
Is they will price match.
Oh,
so
weird one.
again, this is what I mean about searching for any sets that you specifically want, because you might be able to find them on a price match which will take them a little bit lower. This is one that I know a lot of people are looking for. It was actually available for less than 200 last year from Nintendo directly. I don't really know how they can call this one an Amazon exclusive when you get it from Lego, Nintendo, and Amazon. It's stretching my version of what exclusive means a little bit, but all the same, 220, you're probably not going to find it for less than that.
Which of these biscuits best sums up your personality? On the back of
Nice little spinny piece.
a question. So let's find out what biscuits we want today. I mean, already controversial. It's technically not a biscuit. What is the quality you admire most in a co-star? The fact that you always know your lines, you're always respectful, you're not always on time. If your career had a sense, what would it be? You have a secret talent that nobody knows about. I'm really good at throwing things into bins. I can give me anything else, throw it into a bin. What's the best thing about Christmas in the UK? Christmas movie. Oh. Actually, nobody under 45 likes Christmas movies. No, I eat one a month. Spigot. Do you do the Richard before he eats anything, picks it up? This is so sick. Do either of you have any salt on you right now? I have more than salt in a bag. What, everywhere, yeah, because there don't be enough salt in food anyway. Oh, I actually do know that, right? Yeah. Is that why you sniff things? Yeah, sniff the salt. Yeah. If 8-year-old me could see your old fart today at the age of 29, what would they think? Who is that? Thank you. That was sat next to you. Do you know that name? Do I? You're going to get one else. So prepare the next bit in case you make us fall asleep. What's the biggest myth about being an actor? That actors are difficult and uncooperative. And I fall under those. Oh, you have to rely on somebody else. What do you think is the biggest misconception about that? Non-actors think that actors
Right, it's coming along nicely now, this.
I think I'd love to see
What's going on here? Get this.
this holiday season. The Majestic Rhino is one that I'm probably going to pick up. 20% off on that one. In fact, we can do some live camel to see how that deal compares to what's been available before on that one. The lowest price it's ever got to previously on Amazon is $51.69. It's now down to $43.99. So that one is a genuine Black Friday deal. It's cheaper than it's ever been before. It's cheaper than it's going to be in the Lego store. It's not going in the sale, so you're only going to get 10% cash back in the Lego store. It is available elsewhere, so you do want to quickly glance around the likes of Smiths and Berry and all of those to see if anyone's got an even better deal than this one. But on the assumption that they won't, I'm probably going to be picking up a Majestic Rhino from Amazon because it looks cool and I like the Creator 3-in-1 sets. And it's basically, it's this, we take the minifigures away. They're the same Lego set, those two, which I think is very splendid. You've got the mini bonsai trees on there as well, which, again, that's a relatively new set. I wonder if that's maybe a really good deal compared to what we've had in the past. The lowest that's been previously is 46, it's now down to 43. So again, an all-time low price for the Lego Botanicals bonsai tree set, at least on Amazon, and I must keep throwing in that disclaimer. The other thing that's worth pointing out is that it's not just Lego, of course, on Amazon that are going to be doing the sales. I'm not going to be spending too much time dwelling on old bricks. I think that's a retired set, by the way. So you can pick up some retired stuff, so just the one, but that's the other thing you can do on Amazon. But for example, we've got some of the Lumibricks stuff in here on the sale as well, so you've got 15% off the Old West Sheriff's Office. Full disclosure, we have previously worked with Funhold / Lumibricks. This isn't a video that's sponsored by them, but we have been sponsored by them previously, and probably will be again. But yeah, that is a lightning deal by the looks of it, because it's on a 0% planed thingy. So there's a lot of Mega as well. If we have a look, I think the Mega Pokemon stuff is all discounted as well, or what they've got left is discounted. There you go, you've got a discount on the Mega Fallout Red Rocket petrol stations thing that Anna loves. I mean, that's cheaper than I got it for on Prime Day, but that's down to $54.99. You've got loads of the Pokemon stuff. And if you are excited about Pokemon coming to Lego next year, but a little bit disappointed at how expensive it's going to be,
you were sent to grab something in the pantry.
It's going to be mega expensive Pokemon.
You decided to sneak
Tell you that now.
Black Friday deals. Quick, Gary, the Piccadilly. Up to 40% off this Amazon Black Friday week. Ends 1st of December. Your bellow? Longness.
it's an option. It's right there, and it's all being sold off because they want a shot of it before it becomes a Lego exclusive. There's quite a lot of cool stuff in Mega. You can get a Mega Squid Game set even. So it's worth browsing the alternate bricks as well if they don't horrify you. And then of course the other thing that I promised you, I think this is a bit more of positive news, and the Amazon one has disappointed me a little bit, Rhino aside, but BrickTap have updated their Lego sales list. They've added more sets to it. I think this is now the comprehensive list.
Coming to an end of bag one now.
Going on sale at
Nearly finished this bag.
Insiders Weekend. So it is broken down by region. You can find this spreadsheet on Reddit, on the Lego Leaks page on Reddit, if you want to go and browse through it yourself at your leisure. So at the top there, we've got the USA sales, the 20 to 30% discount. So I think that's basically the list that we had the other day, was the US list. And they also have the 4 times insider points things going on in the US as well. But the one I'm concerned about here in Europe is this one. Because in Europe, we only have one set that's on the 4 times points, which we already knew about, is the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and everything else is discounted. And there is a lot on here, and there have been a couple of little cool bits that have been added since the last time we updated this list as well. Obviously, I mean, what a strong start that is, having the 2 retiring modulars and the Lion Knight's Castle all at 20% off. I mean, stick them at the top, because all 3 of them are going to be sold out by 10 past midnight, surely. My hope is people are going to be so distracted by them, I'm going to be able to swoop in and buy the bits that I want relatively unscathed. I think I am asking for a lot there, but cross your fingers. And you can see that some of this stuff has some quite long retirement dates on it as well, like the Big Plane, Little Plane, the shuttle carrier aircraft. That doesn't retire until the end of 2028, but it's already on a 20% discount. So it's up to you whether you're going to prioritise something that doesn't retire for 3 years, or maybe focus in on the stuff that this is your last chance to buy. I know where my focus is, but I also know that I buy a lot more Lego than normal people because I have a problem. So don't necessarily do things the way I do things. The River Steamboat, which I was interested on the short retirement date of this, it only came out in April last year, or April this year, retires the end of next year. So I know it's been on sale in a few places. It's been jumping on and off of a sale on Very for the last week or so, because I've been keeping a close eye on it. But the 20% off on that we're getting this weekend is probably going to be enough for me to finally take the plunge cool. The Polo one, I can't believe hasn't retired yet. That feels like it's been around forever and is always in the sales. That's still got a year to go.
It's a nice thick little
Castle is in there as well at 20%
plane.
off. The City Tower that only came out back in July of this year goes July of next year. That's 20% off. As is the Mario Piranha Plant.
Where does that
my
go?
very favourite sets. That's got 20% off. And then we've got some bits that have been added that we didn't know about previously. So Jabba's Sail Barge, finally! A little something for the Trekkies. You've got a UCS set with 20% off. It is Jabba's Sail Barge. I'm not sure on the actual maths of what 20% off does, because I don't know how much the set is originally. I'm going to trust you to do your own maths, but remember, as well as getting you 20% off, if you buy this weekend, you get double points as well, which is effectively another 10% off your future purchases, plus you'd qualify for the gift with purchase. You'd hit the threshold for the gift with purchase as well. All of those details are covered in my Insiders Weekend video that I put out a couple of days ago. It is worth noting these sales run through until Cyber Monday, the 1st of December, for as long as stocks last. Obviously, Lion Knight's Castle isn't going to still be on stock on the 1st of December. I just can't believe that will be the case. But theoretically, these prices, as long as stocks last, go through until the 1st of December. But the double points is this weekend only. So if you're able to, and I know for a lot of people, it's very awkwardly placed because payday's at the end of the month and double points, as usual, is in the middle of the month. Almost as if they try to encourage people to buy Lego on dates when they wouldn't normally buy Lego. The rascals trying to make their money. But yeah, to get the very best bang for your buck, you're going to want to get this stuff this weekend to get these discounts, to know the sets are still in stock, to get your double points, and to get your gift with purchase while they're still in stock. So Jabba's Sail Barge is newly added to the list. Gringotts Bank, I've never seen that cheap before, so I think for a second I thought that was the new Hogsmeade set. It's not, it's the Hogwarts Express and the Hogsmeade Station, which, to be fair, I probably want that as well.
As part of our little play
Hogwarts
feature.
Express and Hogsmeade Station, which when I went to check before filming this video, that is currently showing as temporarily out of stock.
Presuming that's what it's for.
In the UK. I assume they've not got many of those left, and the ones they've got left, they want to be able to give you 20% off on to say, look, we gave you 20% off. So I suspect that one might sell out quite fast on Saturday morning as well, because the indication to me is that there's not very many of them left, but they don't want to sell out before the sale begins, which I guess fair enough. I'd quite like it. I'm not going to be gutted if I don't get it, but I would quite like that. I do like a train, and if we are doing a Harry Potter area in the city, it would be quite cool to have a Hogsmeade Station to go with that Diagon Alley. My shiny new Gringotts Bank I'll hopefully have, and the new Hogsmeade set when I eventually get that on this kind of discount at some point in the future. The Fortnite Battle Bus has gone in. What a year. What a turnaround year it's been for this. This time last year, that was newly out. It was out of stock and it was £200 at conventions. Now, for this Christmas, you can get it on a 20% discount. What a time to be alive. And then we got to the 25% discounts, where there are a few new sets added to this. I think we only had 2 on this list the other day. But now we know we've still got the Land Rover Defender, and I think the Batman one was the other one at 25%. But Central Train Station is 25. I think we thought that was 20 before. And you've also got the McLaren Formula One race car. I think that's the Ayrton Senna one. No, it's a Technic one. I think the Ayrton Senna one is in as well. I think I saw somewhere. Or I might have seen that on Amazon. It's all starting to blur together at the moment. I am too deep into all of this. You've got Cole's Titan Dragon mech from Ninjago, and also the Speed Champions Mercedes 2-pack is 25% off as well. And then we've got a whole bunch of sets on.
Yeah, it's a good set. I've recently traded a Lego investment that I got for this, a Minecraft set. I traded a local guy that I know
Well, now there are. You've got the BMW M1000.
for this. I go straight onto the Mandalorian shelf up there.
That's 30% off, and also the Lamborghini Huracan.
And R2's on there as well.
Orange, which is a smaller one. It's not one of the big ones. I think that's the ones that are usually around the £50 price point. That's 30% off. I mean, I would warn you with that one. I'm pretty sure I see that in Costco every time I go. So if you are a Costco member, as good as that deal is, just check it's not even cheaper in Costco. Moana's Flower Pot, 30% off. The yellow construction excavator. All these ones now retire this year, by the way. The yellow construction excavator is cool. I've got that the Lego City. The Seaside Harbour with cargo ship, I've held off on getting. I actually might get that at 30% off. If that's still in stock at like 1 AM, after I've done my first 5 carts and bought everything I really, really want, I might look to put together a cart to get myself a Seaside Harbour with cargo ship. Because 30% off, that's going to be a really nice deal. Ninjago City Markets, as I've talked at length, is absolutely top of my shopping list. Please, none of you buy that until I've got it. I'll let you know. I'll let you know on Saturday morning when I've got it, and then you're allowed to buy. But before I've got it, please let me have it. I've just built Ninjago City workshops. I really want it. I love these big Ninjago City sets. You won't like them. Nah, you won't like them. Get something else. Treat yourself to a castle. I'll have the Ninjago one, thanks. And then the Coruscant Guardian.
I'm moving on to bag 2.
As I've mentioned before, you've got Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, which is 4 times points everywhere. Some people have got confused by that, saying 4 times points is only 20% off. Kinda, because obviously in the US they get 4 times points on a lot of sets rather than the 20% off we're getting. Remember, we're
Sick
getting
little set, this, I like it.
20% off plus 2 times points.
Heard you have a hot date. Oh, you don't mind if most bits tag along, do you? What's the actually gonna do? I feel good about this one.
Trust me, it's better to get the discount and the other points than it is
Right.
to get 4 times points on its own.
Let's get into bag 2.
It's still one we might take the point on. Anna's got that on her Christmas
I've
list,
not been
so that
keeping
might
up with
be
my live
a
streams
easy way
really,
for
but
me to score a Christmas present for Anna. I did warn you at the start of the video, Australia, there's not a huge amount for you. I mean, you have got the headliner as far as I'm concerned, the Lion Knight's Castle. You've not got a huge amount else. You've not got the modulars, I'm afraid. You have got the Disney Castle as well, the aircraft carrier thing. So there's a few. It's just a much smaller list. Australia, take it up with Lego. Canada, your list is also a little bit smaller as well. Again, no modulars on there for you. You might have to, I mean, I don't know how it works.
probably one of my favourite minifigures, as I was saying earlier in the live
Snip
stream.
over the border.
These things look sick, these Dart Troopers.
If you're in a bit of Canada that's near the US
Look
and
at
you
that.
really want a modular, jump on a train or I don't know how it works. I probably shouldn't. I probably don't need to. And then Mexico have, I think, the same list as the US and Europe, maybe? Yeah, they've got the modulars and stuff in there. So it looks like Mexico is a good place to be buying Lego from this weekend as well. So lots and lots of goodies on there. As ever, let me know down in the comments what you're planning on picking up. Don't forget, you're not allowed to buy Ninjago City Markets tonight. You can go ahead, that'll be on the community page here. Hopefully at like 3 minutes past midnight, I'll be like, I've got it, we're good to go. You can all buy that now. But knowing how Lego's website is on these launch days, it'll be at like 4 AM and I'll be like, didn't get it. The website kept crashing and now it's gone. Everything's ruined and I've got to go to the Lego store and they won't have it and I'll be grumpy. But fingers crossed, I get to pick that up. Hopefully you get everything you're after as well. Remember, don't spend too much. There'll always be other Lego sets, there'll always be other sales. Don't go in to get the Lego, etc, etc, etc. I know it's very easy to get caught up in the hype, especially when I've done like 5 videos in a row talking about all the discounts. But that's really because I just want to make sure to get the best deals in front of you.
All the stickers for this set are actually in bag 2.
You have to buy them all. I think that is an important disclaimer to have. That being said, if you do decide to buy them, I'd really appreciate
Sick
our
minifigures.
either on Amazon or on Lego. They're both down in the description below, and they both pay us a small commission on whatever you spend, which helps us keep the lights on around here, so we can keep making videos like this one, because these videos in the dark would be rubbish. But if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Keep an eye out over the weekend for more stuff as stuff drops, both here and over on TikTok, Instagram. Basically, if anything major happens, I will try and get it out to you so that you are aware of it. And I'm sure we'll have a long chat about all of this on tomorrow night's stream while we're building something unrelated as well. So although it will be advertised as building whatever we're building, we'll probably be talking quite a lot about this stuff, so you can come and
You're welcome, Kev. You're welcome, mate.
It is that time again, boys and girls. I asked recently for your questions for our ongoing Q&A, Ask Me Everything series over on the community page, and we have selected the most popular ones that I will answer now. If you want to make sure you're involved in the next Q&A, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on, and when I ask for your questions over in the comments, community thing, you know the tab I mean, the community page. Just submit your questions on there, and you can be involved in the next Q&A. Before we get started, I just want to thank you all for bearing with us as well over the last couple of weeks when content has been a little bit slower than usual. For those of you who don't know, this isn't my only YouTube channel. My other channel, or one of my other channels, has been super busy for the last couple of weeks. We always knew it was going to be a busy time, and unfortunately it's coincided with Anna being sick. So where the plan had been for Anna to pick up some of the slack here, she hasn't been able to because she has absolutely zero voice. But we should be over the busiest period now on the other channel and back to our usual sort of 4 or 5 videos a week.
Right, so I do need to actually put stickers on these set
I've been trying
pieces.
to fill the void with some shorts as well. So hopefully you haven't thought that we've fallen off the face of the earth. We are still around, and we should be a little bit more consistent again going forward, especially because we've got obviously all the excitement of Black Friday in the very near future, and there'll definitely be some content on that. So let's jump into the questions. And the first one is, what set disappointed you the most? And this is a difficult one for me to answer. I get asked this all the time on our streams, and I never really have a very good answer for it because I tend not to buy sets that I'm not already pretty confident that I'm going to enjoy, because I know the kind of things that I like and I know the kind of things that I don't like. I don't buy a lot of mechs or buildable figures or really complicated Technic vehicles. I'm quite...
Sneak in some deals. Up to 40% off this Amazon Black Friday week. Ends 1st of December.
I am sailing down the Infinity Tower.
Life is exploring the world and taking it by storm. It's
Yoga.
and no one ever should. Guide dogs, helping people with sight loss live the life they
That
choose.
sticker was really difficult to
careful,
apply.
but it does seem like I just buy all Lego all the
I think
time.
I did a good job of it, to be fair,
But I am
though.
generally pretty careful with it and only buy stuff that I'm pretty sure.
Yes,
I am
sir, I
gonna
can,
enjoy.
mate.
So
See,
I think the answer is going to be, I don't know, what have I been most disappointed?
I'm going to be building this on a
I
live
have
very
an answer
soon.
for you. Hold on. This, the Avengers micro-scale helicarrier that I almost smashed. It wouldn't have been being smashed in a
Yeah.
rage. I mean, this came out. I
Got
think,
that on a
last year,
bargain. I got that for
early this
80
year.
quid.
It's, as you can see, very, very small.
It's usually about 180, so yeah.
I feel like it was around
Probably
£90,
should
but
resell it
maybe
on my
not
Lego
much
store, but no.
how much it actually was. when
Keeping
came
it for the
out.
collection.
It wasn't quite
Going in
that
the
bad,
city.
it was £70, £69.99. It actually retires this year, so it didn't
No
have a
worries,
huge
Brickable
shelf
World,
life. I've
mate.
just seen on the Lego website it's retiring and out of stock.
So let me know if you want to see anything.
There's a chance it's going to have a little bit of a renaissance because
Can't really see much where I am,
but to be fair, it also wasn't very good. A lot of it is really large sticker pieces, which are actually
Whoa.
starting to peel off because the stickers are so big. They are starting to peel a little bit in places.
That was impossible.
It's not really what you expect from a premium 18 plus Lego set, which to be honest, I'm not sure what this was.
Yeah, go check out the Lego store anywhere. Go through the eBay, Facebook, all that. Brian's Bricks, you'll see it there. Oh, let's stick that on.
I mean, it does look cool. It just, for the price,
That's a lot slower than I want it to be.
disappointing, but I wouldn't say it was necessarily a bad set.
Oh, well, it's still
but then
cool.
wouldn't buy
I
a
like
set
it.
that I didn't
Nice.
think I was going to enjoy. There's a reason I don't own a load of Star Wars stuff. There's a reason I don't own stuff for themes that I'm not interested in. And it's because if it's a theme I'm not interested in or a build style that I don't think I'm going to enjoy, like I bought the Captain America shield, but it was always with the intention of Anna building it because I knew I wouldn't enjoy the process of building that one. I'd quite like to have the massive Eiffel Tower in the house, but I know I wouldn't enjoy building it.
I do actually have access to the other Scooby-Doo set. It's not the one with the one with Daphne in, I think she's called. Yeah, there's 5 Scooby-Doo sets. I could have had another one for about 70 quid. It's worth a lot more than that, but with it being so close to Christmas, I ended up leaving it. Took the mystery machine because it's something I've always wanted.
I wouldn't want that for the Lego City because is for it to be
Since getting back into Lego.
Lego City, it would be massive and it wouldn't fit in. So for something for the Lego City that is a real life building, what would I want and why? A hospital, a school, we've got the Bricklink Designer Program University coming, but
Hospital
like
would
a
be
British
nice.
style secondary school would be pretty cool, or a hospital with a little ambulance bay, and like we've got all the other emergency services in the city now. We've got the fire brigade, we've got the police station and the detective's office. We need a doctor's or a hospital or something, and with the university coming, we now need a school. So just useful utility buildings that will fit in. It's not necessarily picking a specific piece of architecture, but we've got the architecture range for that, and I don't know that stuff necessarily belongs in the Lego City. Like, if we had the big Eiffel Tower that I was talking about before, it wouldn't be in the Lego City, it would be on display somewhere in the house. We've got a lot of the architecture set, Notre Dame and the Neuschwanstein Castle and the pyramids, and all this stuff's just on display in our house. None of it is in the Lego City. I don't think we have any real buildings in the Lego City. I'm thinking, no, a really cool train station maybe, something like King's Cross Station, St Pancras Station, the regular train stations that I use might be cool, or even just like a traditional British countryside train station. But again, I'm thinking of generic buildings, not specific ones. So I guess if we're being really specific, my school that I went to school in, just so I can have a school in the Lego City. But yeah, I've got very particular criteria for something being a city set, as opposed to just a set that I'd like to have, and they are two different answers. Changing speed away from Lego a little bit, we've got this one. I would love to get an Anna Loves Sharks t-shirt, but I'd prefer if it had your channel name or logo somewhere on the image or shirt. Is there a reason it's not on there? Just looking to give you some free advertisement if I were to wear it out and about. The honest answer is, by the way, thank you for looking at the merch, very much appreciated. The honest answer is,
That's a nice little Star Wars type door.
Maybe this is a
Sticker's
problem on my
great.
end. Feel free to let me have feedback.
Very hard to
down in the
apply, but
comments,
still great.
I can't imagine a situation where I would walk around in a shirt with a YouTube channel on, whereas an in-joke from a YouTube channel is something I would be more likely to wear. So the Anna Loves Sharks thing is something we say a lot on the streams and in the shopping videos, and I think it's quite a fun little thing, and you can wear it out and about, and it's just a nice logo shirt, but it's not obviously promoting a YouTube channel, so you're not going to be out and about looking like you're wearing YouTuber merch, which, like I say, I just wouldn't want to do. For my Football Manager channel, Lelujo, I have shirts, but they don't have my logo on them, and they just say Do a Football, because it's a thing that I say in my videos, so I have a bunch of Do a Football shirts. Maybe it's just a me thing, because I'm a little bit older. I'm nearly 30, I'm 43 years old. I just wouldn't wear YouTuber merch, ever. I realise the irony of me selling it, even though I'm saying I would never wear it. But that's why the merch we've done over the years on all the channels has been...
Hey, madam. Play long time. Excuse me. What's the C train? Hey, madam. Where's the C train?
It's 200 feet to the left. Office work, paperwork, emails, that sort of thing.
There's a lot of information that we need.
You've got to make decisions fast.
Gemini's like an advisor.
It makes everything so much quicker.
I just think it's remarkable.
has been not obviously YouTube merch. Even the vlog, the most popular merch I've ever done was the Different Is Not Broken shirts we did for our daily vlog years ago. But again, they just had the It's Not Broken slogan on. They didn't ever have the name of the channel. So yeah, it's just how I've always done merch, because it's
Oh, I didn't
the
go well.
only type of merch I would want to buy myself. But if there's a whole load of you out there who want to wear a t-shirt with Block Party written on it, let me know and we'll look into it. We'd probably have to change actually come up with a proper logo, because the one we use at the channel header here, we probably need to change soon anyway, because it's very heavily based on the Lego one. And I imagine we're never going to get in the Lego Ambassador Network while our channel art is a rip-off of their logo. So we probably need to change that anyway. And maybe, if I do pay to get a proper logo designed, I'll be so happy and proud of it that I'll want to put it on t-shirts and mugs and stuff. And we might end up doing it. So it's on the to-do list for sure, doing something to do with a logo. And once it happens, maybe we'll do some merch, if enough of you want said merch. But yeah, it's a me thing, I think. Since you're a fan of the Football Manager game, will you try and put a football pitch into the Lego City with different funny characters playing football? For example, Kermit the Frog versus Spider-Man. I do have minifigures doing weird things in the city already. And yes, I do have plans for a football pitch. I have a work in progress over here. So this is the women's football set from a few years ago, which comes with half a football pitch, and then it also has a stand and a dugout and a few other bits. And I think I want to pick up another one of these. It is a retired set, but I think I want to pick up another one of these and then have it in the city as a full football pitch. I don't really want a football stadium, because like I was saying before, a football stadium is going to take up too much space. But a little enclosed football pitch like this in a park area, I think will be quite cool. So that is the plan. And then yes, we will definitely get some cool minifigs in there. Playing football, maybe even keep the kits from this set. And the table football set has some sets in, it has some kits in as well. But maybe swap out the heads and swap out some arms and legs and stuff, so that we have some cool pop culture characters playing in a big football match somewhere in the city. So yes, it's definitely part of the plan, but does involve me buying another retired set. Like, these are available relatively cheap. I don't think it was a very popular set. This is the stand that comes with it. I've already seen modifications of this at conventions where people have put Muppets in this. So definitely, once I've got two of these, expect some cool minifigures on this as well, and have that motorised as part of the setup for it, and that's all part of that set. So if anyone sees that retired set on a deal anywhere, please let me know down in the Discord. I am looking to pick another one up. I didn't build it until recently when I figured out how cool it was, and I'm annoyed because I remember when we were in Amsterdam earlier in the year in the Lego store,
was great, that
they
edge.
had a whole table of retired sets that they were selling off cheap, and that was on there, and it was like €30. And I was like, don't need another one of them. I've already got one that I've never built. Cast kid, you idiot! What video game or video game series would you like to see Lego collaborate with next? It would be a cop-out answer to say Football Manager, so I won't say Football Manager. I mean, most of the games that I play have already been made, like Minecraft, Pokemon, Animal Crossing, Mario. They've already covered off a lot of them. And then a lot of the others would be stuff that Lego would probably never touch. Like, I can't imagine Lego doing Elder Scrolls or Fortnite or Bioshock or any like proper 18+ games. What would I like to see in Lego form that is a video game? I'm literally flicking through my my Steam library now, trying to see if there's anything on here that jumps out at me as it would be really cool. Even something like Baldur's Gate, I mean, that's based on Dungeons and Dragons, it's already been done in Lego. Most of the really good games have already been done. Grand Theft Auto, can you imagine? Don't think we're getting Grand Theft Auto Lego anytime soon. Left 4 Dead, I mean, a lot of my favourite games they just wouldn't touch.
Only on Android.
Yeah, now that would be cool. It would never happen. Persona, one of my favourite game series ever. I love the Persona series, but it is very niche, very Japanese, and to be honest, they did One Piece this year, so niche and Japanese doesn't necessarily mean they won't touch it, although One Piece did have the advantage of having a massive Netflix series off the back of it. But yeah, if we could find a way to get a Persona series or Persona set, that would be fantastic. Get that onto Lego Ideas. I mean, it's not games, but one thing I would love to see, and this is my book talk answer. I would, if I could pick one property, I'm changing your question, to make into a Lego Ideas set, not necessarily a game, but the Stormlight Archive, the Brandon Sanderson book series, I think is very much perfect and ready for a Lego set. I think there are a couple of Lego Ideas I would very much like to get my hands on. So I'd like that collaboration, the Brandon Sanderson collaboration, before any more video games. Please and thank you. Do you think there'll be more Simpson sets in 2026? If so, is a house remake likely? I think there's a good chance of more Simpson sets, whether it's 2026 or whether we'll have to wait a bit longer.
Video. Reality is the vast.
T20. Hello and welcome to Frotch on Fighting. My name is Carl Frotch, aka The Cobra, former unified super level boxing champion and International Boxing Hall of Famer. This episode is brought to you by Cobra Casino. Okay, so I can't believe I'm actually going to say this, but it's been officially announced. Anthony Joshua will take on Fake Paul on December 19th on Netflix. So it's definitely
That's crazy, isn't it? AJ versus Jake Paul.
professional heavyweight fight. It's not sanctioned yet, but it probably will be. It's going to be in the professional boxing rules. 10-ounce gloves, so they're the little ones that I knock people out with. And when AJ's got them on, trust me, you can feel them knuckles through the glove. Big heavyweight with the same size gloves, whatever. So not 14 or 16 ounces what you're sparring. Proper gloves that crunch the jaw. So over 8 rounds. AJ's obviously used to doing 12 rounds. And Joshua can't weigh more than 245 pounds, which won't be a problem because he weighed less than that when he fought Usyk twice. He has been a little bit heavier in a couple of fights, but he performs arguably at his best below 245 pounds anyway. So the weight restriction or weight limit isn't going to make any difference at all to his performance. And even more bizarrely than that, Fake Paul is the A side. He wants to be the A side, so it's billed Fake Paul, Anthony Joshua, but I mean, AJ's agreed to it because the old bonds, money talks, doesn't it? But yeah, Fake Paul, Anthony Joshua, in that order. How's he the A side? Never even fought a heavyweight in the professional capacity, and he's jumping in with AJ. We'll get into it now. So Jake Paul said this isn't an AI simulation. He's probably going to hope it is when AJ starts clumping him around the ear holes. I don't think that'll last long since he lands. This is Judgment Day. I thoroughly hope so. A professional heavyweight fight against an elite world champion in his prime.
Yeah, fair play to him. Anyway, let's get back to the build.
Joshua, in his last 7 fights, has been beaten 3 times. The 4 fights that he beat didn't come to win. So he's not in his prime, is he? He's literally at the end of his career, pretty much finished. And this is why taking this fight with you is telling you all you need to know to catch out. Cream as much money as he can at the end of his career, fighting an absolute joke shop in the clown world. When I beat Anthony Joshua, he says, every doubt disappears. Come on. I mean, if this is a straight up AJ versus Jake Paul, then we all know what should happen. This is a 1-round job. Because AJ
1-round job.
Even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance, and Fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury for crying out loud. Can't jump in with Anthony Joshua now and expect to get a result. So, nothing's going to no doubt's going to disappear. What's going to happen is going to be the end of Fake Paul. And no one can deny me the opportunity to fight for a world title. So, that won't be happening. To all my haters, this is what you wanted. To the people of the United Kingdom, I am sorry. What I'm sorry for? I mean, I think a lot of people are going to be quite pleased that if this is actually a bona fide, genuine contest between AJ and Fake Paul, there's only one winner, and it ain't going to take long. And Anthony Joshua said, Jake or anyone can get this work, no mercy. I took some time out, I'm coming back with the mega show. It's a big opportunity for me.
Oh, sorry about that. I need to put some stickers on. I still need to put some stickers on as well.
A big fight to break every record.
I need 3 of them.
Come on, he's jumping in with Fake Paul, who has no experience and no fights and no world ranking at heavyweight. Easy work, easy money. Yeah, it's going to be big. It's going to be massive. It's going to be a big fight. I mean, what's he saying? A big opportunity. This is going to top up the bank balance. We'll top that up. Fair play to him as a prize fighter. But this is a guy whose promoter Eddie Hearn's telling us that AJ's going to come back. He's going to be a 3-time heavyweight champion. He's going to fight. Who's going to beat? I don't know. But Fake Paul is not a step in the direction of becoming world champion again. There's many people who could box. You don't want to make that kind of money. So let's just be honest with anybody else. Let's just be straight up honest about it. He's doing it all for the money. It's all about the money. I did say a year ago when he got splattered by Daniel Dubois that he's finished in boxing, he needs to retire. It's just my opinion, it's just my truth. I think he's done in heavyweight boxing at an elite competitive level. So that makes sense. I've been vindicated. He's now fighting Fake Paul in what will be a massive mismatch. This is correct. fighter in the cage. He was a good MMA fighter, and you saw him, he took Tyson Fury, what, he took him 8, 9, was it 10 rounds? I can't remember how long it was, but he took him the distance and lost a close decision. So he was quite capable, but AJ's a big punching heavyweight, and Fake Paul's never been in with a heavyweight. Like I said earlier, he lost to Tommy Fury, cruiserweight. He lost to him. Tommy Fury's not even British level. So you can't jump Fake Paul in with Anthony Joshua and take it serious. Well, I can't anyway. Let me know in the comments if you're going to take this fight seriously, because I can't get my head around it. But listen, the fight's been announced. AJ jumping in with Fake Paul on Netflix. So we're just going to have to wait and see. I mean, it's Fake Paul Clown World, isn't it? So let's see what the clown show produces. But I don't know. I'm very, very dubious this fight even happened. So I've had a lot of people messaging me, sending me WhatsApps and DMs on social media and asking me what I think about it. And this is why I'm doing this video. So what do I think about it? Things to consider are, does Jake Paul deserve credit? And I never thought I'd say this, but yes, Fake Paul deserves a bit of credit, because you're jumping in there with somebody that could potentially render him unconscious. I think quite easily as well. I mean, to put yourself in harm's way in front of an ex-world champion. I mean, AJ was fighting for a world title over a year ago. Okay, he's not been in the ring for over a year. His last fight, he got splattered himself. But it wasn't long before that he was tiptoeing around at world class. He's been in with Usyk twice. Alright, he lost. He's had that loss to Ruiz, and then he got flattened by Daniel Dubois. So there is 4 losses. But he's still mixing. I mean, he went 24 rounds and Usyk never got stopped. I mean, Alexander Usyk's one of the best to ever do it. So let's give AJ credit where credit's due. He's an ex-2-time world heavyweight champion. He's talking about becoming a 3-time champion because people believe he's got a chance to become a 3-time world champion. Eddie Hearn certainly does. But so yeah, what I'm getting at is Fake Paul deserves credit because he's jumping in with a guy that's very, very dangerous with them little 10-ounce gloves as well. Is it dangerous? Yeah, the fight's very dangerous, ridiculously dangerous. But only in the sense that Fake Paul could get his jaw broke and his head smashed in, side of his head caved in. I don't think he's going to take a sustained beating that's going to cause any long-term damage. I mean, if you get a brain bleed, God forbid, you could get a brain bleed in one punch. He's not been in the ring ever with 10-ounce gloves against a heavyweight. So he's never taken punches from a heavyweight boxer. And AJ's a big puncher. I know he's past his best, but his punch power's one of the last things to go. So if you walk someone to a big right hand straight in the head, his brain's going to rattle around. He's not going to be used to getting punched like that. That itself is dangerous. But boxing is inherently dangerous as a sport anyway. And it's usually the sustained beatings that are more dangerous than the one-punch knockouts. One-punch knockout saves you. The long period of beatings that can cause some serious damage. What else have we got to consider? Is AJ cashing out? Well, I did say a year ago when he got splattered by Daniel Dubois that he's finished now. He won't get that confidence back. He's not had any confidence, in his head. No belief for a long time. And I don't think he can get back to all levels. A couple of new young guns now coming through. It's like a changing of the guard. And when Usyk retires, I don't know what Daniel Dubois is going to do next, but what Daniel Dubois did to him, then he went on and lost to Usyk. But there's a few new heavyweights coming through, most of the talent, just to mention one. And you won't start putting AJ with any of these young up-and-comers that can punch hard, because I just don't think he's got the chance. The ambition and the desire is going to be gone. So AJ most definitely is cashing out, but you can't fault it. Fair play to him. He'll get a massive payday, maximise his exit route by fighting Fake Paul. It's going to be on Netflix, and it should be a big fight. It's well publicised, and we're talking about it. So, yeah, there's not really much more to say. AJ's cashing out. Don't think he'll be in the ring again after Fake Paul when he splatters him. If this is real, AJ splattered Fake Paul within a round. Within the first minute of the first round, the first punch, the first right hand that lands anywhere on the cranium of Fake Paul, the fight is over. He's got to be. Can't make an excuse his way. Does Fake Paul think that AJ's that badly past his best and that finished? Does his team, does Nikisa think that AJ's finished that much? I mean, it looked bad, didn't he, in his last fight against the bar? His last few fights have shown no confidence. But I can't make a case for Fake Paul beating AJ based on AJ's last 3 or 4 fights. I just can't make a case for it because he's at such a low level. He was a crap cruiserweight, Fake Paul. He's never fought at heavyweight. He lost to Tommy Fury. I mean, for fuck's sake, come on, you can't jump in there, Anthony Joshua, and expect to get a result unless he's really thinking AJ's what, 4 or 5 times. I mean, I did 80,000 at Wembley Stadium, and he took off what, you know, I was a catalyst for me. George Grove doing Wembley Stadium was a post-war attendance record, and then he took it on from that. And fair play to him, he was involved in big fights. The general public got behind him. He climbed off the canvas for Klitschko and was, you know, catapulted to success. And fair play to him, he got in there and he's done the business. But when he's stepped up to elite level, he's been found wanting, even at mediocre level with a ruined loss. You know, he got beat up that night, didn't he? And then he lost twice to Usyk, and he got absolutely flattened, ironed down by Daniel Dubois. We all saw it. And for me, that was the end of him, and that was over a year ago. So his legacy for me will be what he did for boxing, bringing boxing back to the general public, bringing it back to a crossover fan, the armchair fan. People want to come and watch him fight, not to watch boxing because they enjoy boxing, but because they want to be involved in a big event and a massive occasion. So that's great for boxing, and that gets all eyes on the beautiful sport that I love, professional boxing, which is great. So fair play, but that's his legacy. He's not had a Hall of Fame career, not showing off, but you've got to have back-to-back world title defences, and you have to be successful against elite level fighters to be in the Hall of Fame. You know, it's got to be acknowledged, and you know, there's no slant on him. AJ's got in there, he's faced everybody. I don't think he should have probably jumped in with Usyk when he did, but he was brave enough. He did to be great, he believed in himself, he just wasn't good enough. Does this damage his legacy? A little bit, because he's fighting in the clown world, isn't it? Fake Paul Clown show is in full force. But it's big buns. The Bunsen burner's lit, like I've said. He's cashing out. And fair play to him, cashing out. But to what detriment to his legacy? A lot, really. Because if it's going to be his last fight, fighting this clown show, I mean, it's not ideal, is it? It's no ideal way to go out. But people would argue, well, it's just taking the money and running. So you can't really argue with that. So that's it for another episode of Frost on Fire. Now to get my opinion out there, because I know you've all been waiting for it. It's a shame, really. I'd like to see Anthony Joshua actually, even though I don't believe he can do it. But when Eddie Hearn tells us that AJ is going to become a 3-time world champ, it'd be nice to see the rebuilding process and get back behind him. 1 or 2 easy fights and then go for a world title. And this could be one of the 2 easy fights, but I just think if you're going to jump in with fake Paul at this level, which is like I say, arguably a massive mismatch, there's no way to step towards or climb a ladder to get towards that world title. So this, for me, tells me that Anthony Joshua knows he's finished at any sort of elite level or world level. He won't be trying to go down the world title level anymore. This is just a cash out. So good luck to him. Fair play to him. But hopefully when he's finished this fight, he'll be honest with him and say, listen, I've milked it, I've creamed it, I've had an unbelievable touch at the end of my career. I mean, he's already had an outrageous touch at him with being involved with Saudi Arabia. And now he's just creaming it at the end. He's got fake Paul, which is
Right,
great for AJ.
2 more stickers.
Anybody would do the same at the end of the career he's had. You know, he's not an elite heavyweight, is he? He's never going to come back and become a world champion again, in my opinion. You might think differently, just let me know in the comments below. But if you're finished like I think AJ is, what else are you going to do? You're going to try and make as much money as you can before you actually retire. Or you hang the gloves up and say, let's maximise it. Let's rip the arse out of it. So he's going to go in with fake Paul if the fight happens. I've still got my doubts. Smash fake Paul's head in within a round. Easy work. Cash in and get off into the sunset. Sail off into the sunset. And who could blame him? Let me know in the comments what you think. Is this fight dangerous? Should it be happening? Are you going? I've already been invited out there. I'll probably go and have a look. I mean, it's going to be big, isn't it? There's going to be people wanting fake Paul to get his head smashed in and rendered unconscious. And there's also going to be people thinking, can fake Paul do it? Can he pull off the upset? Can he beat Anthony Joshua? I mean, it's a good move, isn't it, what the pulled? It's very catchy. It's going to get everyone talking. I'm talking about it. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, I'm waffling. Sorry, I'm going off on one. Still trying to get my head around this whole circus, and I'm just going on around. So I'm going to leave it there. I've had a good chat with Devin Haney, a proper boxer, a bit of real boxing. Yeah, Devin Haney. I'll release that video later on this week. So tune in, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and we will see you very soon.
That's been a long stream, was it? 70 minutes. Nearly done now. Right, 2 more stickers. The last sticker.
People overestimate what they can do in a
100K before the end of the year, even if you're starting from zero. I want to talk about something. I think lately I've been focusing my videos too much on the negative side of YouTube, like why your videos aren't getting views, why your channel's not growing, things like that. So in this video, I'm going to flip that script, and I'm going to debunk all of the excuses that you might have for not starting your own YouTube channel. Now, I'm only talking to you if starting your own YouTube channel is something you've been considering. Okay, that's who this video is for. Or if you've already started a channel and maybe you're spinning your wheels and you're not getting ahead and maybe you need a little bit of a push, a little bit of motivation. That's why I'm here. So I'm going to go over the 10 most common excuses that I hear why people aren't going forward with their YouTube channels, and I'm going to debunk all of them. I'm going to explain why they should not be excuses at all. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to go over a 9-step plan that I've got to get you creating videos and becoming a content creator by the end of the day. Or if you're watching this midday, by the end of tomorrow. Okay, 1-day plan. The number one excuse that I hear is that you're too old and that YouTube is a game for younger people. I'm talking to you if you're my age, around my age. I'm in my 50s, so if you're anything over 40, 50, 60, 70, on up even, you are not too old. And the reason I say that is because our demographic, not just mine, but all of the older demographic ages, are the demographics that are growing the fastest on YouTube. And the reason that is because not only are new people, not only are people kind of graduating to our age category, okay, those who are in their 30s now are in their 40s and so on, people get older, right? Not only is that happening, but the older generations perhaps were not even on YouTube before, and now they're coming on to YouTube for the first time. A lot of, not everybody, but a lot of people are. And a lot of people people are starting to consider starting their own YouTube channels for whatever reason. Maybe they want to make some money, maybe they want to just document their lives or lay down a legacy, right? Whatever the reason is, there's a lot more people in the older ages coming onto YouTube. So you're not too old. And the reason, I'm not just saying you're not too old because people are doing it, but the thing is, when you make videos for YouTube, typically, you make videos for people your own age. All right, that's generally the way it works. So if I look at my demographics, at my analytics, the people who watch my videos tend to be my age or older, actually a little bit younger, but a lot older too. All right, that's probably going to be the case for you. However old you are, the people who will resonate with what you're saying typically are people around your age. All right, now it's going to depend on what you're talking about in your videos, of course. But generally speaking, like, you know, if you're somebody in your 40s, do you want to listen to somebody in their 20s give you life advice? Probably not, right? You want to hear from somebody your age, or perhaps even older, somebody who's got some wisdom that they've learned during their life that you would benefit from hearing, right? So that's why I say you're never too old. You are never too old. I know some people who are deep into their 80s, okay, with their own YouTube channels, successful YouTube channels, and they're speaking to people who are their age. Sometimes older,
Sorry, I'm
sometimes
just playing
younger,
about
but,
with it.
you know, there's an audience for them. There's an audience for everybody. Okay, it doesn't even matter what you want to talk about. So you're not too old. Another common excuse is that your life is not interesting enough. All right, I hear this a lot, and whether it's phrased that way or that, you know, you don't have anything worthwhile talking about, maybe you don't feel like you are good at any particular hobbies, or any whatever it is, you don't think you have enough to say to warrant getting your own YouTube channel and talking about it. Well, that's not true either, because if you sit down and actually write down the things that you enjoy talking about when you're with your friends and family, you'll probably find an idea in there somewhere. And you might think it's just something ordinary and mundane, but I guarantee you there are people out there who don't, who want to hear what you have to say. Especially if you're older, right? You've learned things. You've gained wisdom.
I can't get Luke in.
You've gone through a lot of different things that other people are maybe going through today. And they're probably sitting at home, or they could be, and searching on their computer for help in going through whatever it is that you can help them with. Okay, so whether you think your life is mundane or not, it's not the case. You've got stuff to talk about. You just don't think it's interesting enough. But the reality is, you're not going to be making videos for you anyways. You're going to be making videos for other people. You don't have to interest yourself, right? You just have to interest other people. That kind of ties in with the next one, and that is that you don't consider yourself an expert in anything. Okay, that's why a lot of people don't start YouTube channels. They don't feel like they're an expert in anything. You don't have to be. You only have to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of the people who will watch your videos to be able to teach them something. So, and I'm not saying you have to make videos that teach, but you know, in a lot of cases, the videos that do the best, the channels that do the best, if they don't teach people things, they are giving advice.
Right, this is really annoying me now.
Showing people, it could be a vlog, it could be showing people their life and how they get around in a day, right? Like how they live life. Whether, you know, maybe you're living life in a cottage in the woods, on the ocean, or whatever, right? Other people would be interested, especially if their life looks nothing like yours right now, but perhaps they dream of their life looking like yours, right? Then they would love to see videos made by you about your life. Okay, so you don't have to be an expert in anything. Just a couple steps ahead of everybody else. Not everybody else, a few people. That's it. A lot of people are concerned that they don't have the proper gear to do YouTube. And actually, I'm going to talk about 2 right here. Don't have the proper gear, and they get overwhelmed by all the technical stuff. Gear, YouTube itself, editing videos. Okay, that scares off a lot of people. And I get that. But let me say that you do not need high-tech gear. All you need is a phone, which is all I'm using right now today. I've got my phone and a mic. I've got a decent mic plugged into my phone. But I do kind of need that because it's quite windy today, and that would be wasn't using this mic here. I got my mic down there. Anyway, yeah, so just your phone. If your phone is 10 years old, it's probably good enough to make a YouTube video. All right, you do not need anything fancy. You don't have to film in 4K. You don't even have to film in HD if you don't want to. Okay, especially when you're starting.
Oh, come on, man.
Later on, you want to upgrade to that. But I'm telling you, the quality of the videos that you make is not what makes videos popular. That's not the thing that makes videos popular. Not even the quality of the audio. All right, it's the story. It's the information you're sharing in your videos. It's just you living your life that people want to see. That is what drives the success of videos. So gear is not a thing. You don't have to worry about that. Now the tech overwhelm, you know, if you get into looking at other gear, cameras and mics and all that stuff, you can very easily get overwhelmed because there are a lot of choices. And especially if you go onto YouTube and you start searching for these things, right? You want to start researching cameras and microphones and lights and, you know, how to film and all this stuff. It can get very overwhelming. You just have to step back from that and just understand that you don't have to learn all that stuff in the beginning. In fact, you never have to learn all that stuff, really. Just start with what you have, and that's it. If down the road, maybe 5, 10, 100 videos down the line, you decide you want to learn a little bit more about microphones or lighting or editing, then look into it then. But don't let that stop you from making videos. Okay, just use what you have. Understand
Yeah,
there's a
pretty
lot of tech
awesome.
out there, but you know, half of it you don't even need to know about. More than half. I
It's a
don't know
great
half
set.
of the tech that's
Absolutely
out there.
love it.
There's so much. Yeah, and
10
a
out
little
of
bit
10.
on the editing. You don't even have to.
I'll be back building the mystery machine very soon. Over the next couple of days.
It does not include editing at all. Okay, you can add it as a 10th step if you want, but I'm going to say you should be able to start
A fun
with editing
build.
at all.